Hi there. This video is on Cahps Scores. Just a reminder, we're Sage Hospice, and that means we provide the absolute most compassionate, comprehensive, qualified care to people with life-limiting illness in order to serve them through their individual journey with dignity, respect, and integrity. So what are Cahps Scores? Do you remember getting report cards? Yep. Cahps Scores are hospice report cards. Improving our hospice report cards are broken down to 3 areas. We need to train our staff. We need to know what it is we're being graded on, and we need to understand the survey. What topics are covered? Communication with family, getting timely help, treating the patient with respect. Shouldn't be hard to do. It's in our mission statement. Treating the family for emotional, spiritual, physical symptoms, training the family, and then rating the hospice. Here's some sample questions. This one is just a simple identifier of who's answering. What role do they have to play? But here's key. Question 5. How often did you get help you needed from the hospice team during the evenings, weekends, or holidays? Guess what answer we need to get an A? Always. Here you go. Let's just read. While your family member was in hospice care, how often did the hospice team keep you informed about when they would arrive to care for your family member? What's the right answer? Always. Let's jump to 9. While your family member was in hospice care, how often did the hospice team keep you informed about your family member's condition? The answer is always. Needless to say, reading these questions, while your family member was in hospice care, how often did you feel that the hospice team really cared about your family member? The answer, always. Communication is always the key to meeting expectations. Number 14, how often did the hospice team listen carefully to you when you talked with them about problems with your family member's hospice care? Always. Okay, sometimes the questions are a little different. Let's read number 18. Side effects of pain medication include things like sleepiness. Did any member of the hospice team discuss the side effects of pain medication with you or your family member? The answer, yes, definitely, is the A grade. Again, realize all of this is about communication. Question 22, how often did your family member get the help he or she needed for trouble breathing? The answer would be always. How often did your family member get help when she needed trouble with constipation? Okay, I read that wrong. How often did your family member get the help he or she needed for trouble with constipation? The answer is always. It's so important that we be communicating always with our family. 27, how often did your family member get the help he or she needed from the hospice team for feelings of anxiety or sadness? Always is the answer. Be aware. Family members need to hear from you. While your family member was in hospice care, how often was the information you were given about your family member by the nursing home staff different from the information you were given by the hospice team? Of course, this one should read never, because it's about communication, not being different, it's because we would be always communicating to everybody that is together in caring for this patient. 35, while your family member was in hospice care, how often did the hospice team listen carefully to you? In the weeks after your family member died, how much emotional support did you get from the hospice team? Too little, right amount, too much. The right amount is your grade A. Overall experience of hospice, 10. We want to be a 10. Would you recommend hospice to your friends and family? 4, definitely yes. Then there are questions on the demographics of he who answered and about the family. So that's the survey. Now let's talk about it. Obviously, communication is the key to meeting expectations. They focused on the things we see: pain, respiratory issues, anxiety, and restlessness. Now, here's one thing I want to just remind each other or to train. When someone's in pain and they get a pain medication, not only can the side effect of the pain medication be sleep, but think about this for yourself. If you're in pain and you finally get out of pain, what do you like to do? Sleep. So potentially teach them that it's not just a side effect of the medication, but a side effect of getting out of pain. Respirations. Remember, morphine helps us to ease the breathing. Really important. It's not necessarily just slowing down the breathing, it stops the fight from having to breathe, which links right into the restlessness and the anxiety. That decreases the restlessness and the fight with the end of life breathing. It's important to understand how to communicate to each of our family members. So what do we do now? We have to start practicing to use the word always. Always let them know that there is somebody available 24/7. I always love my on-call team because they are my defensive line, and we're only as good as our defensive line. I love my hospice team. Let the families know a survey's coming, that the best answer is always going to be the best answer. Do your best to communicate to the families and respond quickly. Do what we were called to do. Compassionate, comprehensive, qualified care. Remember the individual journey with dignity, respect, and integrity. It's our mission statement. That's what we're called to do. Let's go be the best and improve our Cahps